Blimey. Okay, we got them in the end. Hello, hello. How are we doing, everybody? We are a couple of minutes late. Apologies for that. Right. Just go out the shower. For Alan Edge, my YouTube husband, if he's here, I don't know if he is. I don't have a towel on my head, okay? I haven't washed my hair yet. I've had a shower, wash my hair after or tomorrow. So let me just do a few checks on the audio and let me know if it's okay. So testing, 1, 2, 3. Does that sound okay? Speaker. I'll leave the default speaker. Right. Yeah, hopefully you guys are waiting. Apologies again. Look, guys, I had to take an important phone call. Okay. Some of you may know, and I don't want to talk about it, but I've had a recent bereavement. All right. So just bear with me. Okay. I had stuff to deal with. I had stuff to sort out. It was really important. So it wasn't something I could just put off when you've got a loss. But I don't want to talk about it. Okay. So I had to have a phone call. Right. I nearly cancelled it and I didn't. I thought, no, I'm not going to cancel it because I need to do this. But I had to do those things first. Then I jumped in the shower. I'm here. Hopefully you've all waited for me. If you haven't, then I apologise. Right then, we got Terry Knowles Band again. We got Julius. We've got Lucy. Hello, my love. You're welcome, sweetheart. Jan as well. I forgot to let Jan know we were going live. I normally let her know beforehand. Don't think she's seen my message. So hopefully Jan will see the notification. We've got Amethyst. Hello. Thank you to our lovely members. Stephen's here. Kathy. Julius, I think I said hello, Stephen, Cosmic War Toad, Space Cats. Oh, thank you for joining the membership, darling. I've just seen you've got a little thing. Oh, thank you. I hope you guys are enjoying these little channel thing. I made them myself the other day on some new software I've bought, and I'm just making some cool little matrix type things. I can change them if you don't like them. Right then, so we're going to do a call-in show. If no one calls in within about half an hour, thank you for understanding, Luce. If no one calls in after about half an hour, we'll probably call it a night, or we might look at some news, but I don't know if there's going to be any news. Oh, thank you, Amethyst. I just thought they're a bit jazzy. I can't see them on my StreamYard. Let me just go on my phone. I like bright, jazzy. Hi, so on. What software? I've bought Adobe Express, which is bloody expensive, but I'm paying monthly at the moment, and I can't afford to buy it outright because it's £100. I think I might have I've got that for another couple of days. And I bought some software called Imagine. That's another one. I bought that for the year, so I can play around with that. I also use other stuff as well, but this is the new stuff. Hi, Nicola. Hi, Carlos. Hi, Hoppers. Have you changed your name from Hopper Stoppers or Hopper Doppers? Right then. So, first of all, let me know in the chat, is there anybody who has a spooky doo story? The rules are, and I don't really like rules, but we have to have some sort of order to do this. So it's not an open panel, as in anyone can come up and talk about anything. Oh, okay, Stephen. So it's going to be the Imagine's cheaper. I like it, but I do like Adobe. Anyway, I'm going to move on. So what we're going to do is one person at a time, because what happens is if we get more than one hi Nanny, if we get more than one person up, then people end up talking over each other, and I'm not, it's just the way it goes. It's human nature. So you come up, you tell your story, and have to be a ghost story. Yeah, I thought so, Hoppers. So it, have you had an out of body experience? Hi, Malice. Have you had the last time Lucy came was when Paz was here. I should message Paz actually, shouldn't I? Maybe he's free. I don't know. Is he off on Fridays? I can't remember. So anyway, ghosts. If you think you've been abducted by aliens, Julius, lol. If you think you've been abducted by aliens or something, why do French ghosts smell so bad? They are, how you say, covered in the sheets. I like that very much. That's a good one. I've never heard that one before. Have we just made it up? Affinity design for me. I like nice and straightforward stuff, and Imagine's very, very easy. I like easy. Thank you again to our lovely members. I'm gutted that Jan's not here. Rose isn't here either. Space Cat, please pass my love to Vicky Starbird for me. I know you speak to her. Right, so have we got anybody that's got a story? Excuse me. These shows, people ask me for them all the time. And then when we do them, it takes a while for anyone to get the confidence to come up. So I know that Jan wanted to tell hers. Right. I wonder if she didn't know. Let me know. Did anyone get a notification? Who got a notification here? Let me know. Hi Lee, how you doing? I saw the short. There you are, Jan. Oh, but you were going to come up, wasn't you? There she is. Okay, Brill. So you've seen the short, and on the short, I linked this live stream. Fab. So, but did anyone get a notification for this stream out of interest? Because I know that YouTube haven't been given notification. Hi, Lottie. Yes, Carlos did. I've just woke up from a nap. I hope you enjoyed it, sweetie. Right. So, do we have anyone that wants to come up first? I know you're shy. The best thing to do is just throw yourself into it. Sod everybody else. Hi, Free Speech, my love. You've got some spooky stories, haven't you? I did, says Nicola. Good. That's good to hear, sweetheart. Space Cat did, Carlos. I did, Kathy, and I did Terry Band again. There seems to be a sweet spot then. Oh, brilliant, Luce. Saw you on my homepage. So you didn't then, Lee. Right. Yeah, right. Jan's going to come up. Okay, here we go. So for those of you who don't know, it is free. At some point, if we start doing these more and more, I might buy a Skype number and people can actually physically ring in. But at the moment, I pay for StreamYard. So we might as well use StreamYard. So you click the link. The link is only for people who want to have a story. So please, you know, if people want to come up and talk about other things, I apologise, but we won't be having those calls tonight. Why is it doing that? Hold on. Right, I've put the link in. I just need to add something that I thought I had done and I haven't. So this might might throw me out. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, it's not going to work, is it? Right, my overlay's not here. You're backstage. Oh, Brill. Right. Okay. So Jan is here. Right. Hello. Hello, Jan. Oh, it's the first time we've seen you. How you doing, my love?
Hiya. I'm all right.
We've got an awesome gaming chair. You're all right. You're right, George.
I know.
Like, who's talking? Who's talking? You're all right, George.
Hiya, chat. Hiya.
Oh, Jackson.
I'm going to start my story, but just give me 2 minutes.
Yeah, you carry on, my love.
1 minute or 2 minutes. I've got to do something first.
Okay, so. I'm just going to I need to do something as well. So I'm just going to
stop, Cam. But I'm still here. You can hear me, but I'm still here.
I'll be back shortly as well. Give me 2 minutes, guys. I just want to do something.
I'll unmute and I'll keep the show going for just a minute. So how is everybody? Well, my name's Jan, and I'm new to the channel, as you know, but I'm not new to YouTube. I've actually been on YouTube since 2000 and I think it's 13. You'd have to look at my about section for that. I think it's that. I just started watching stuff first. And then I was watching films, programs, stuff like that. And then I started chatting in about 2018. And the rest is history. I do mod for a few people, Penny included. I do have my own channels. One is this one, and one is a craft channel that I'm hoping to get going very soon. And other than that, I'm pretty good to go. But I must mute. If Penny's back, I must mute for a second because I've got to do something. I'll be right back with you. Won't be a minute.
Apologies for that. I was just adding an overlay. Sorry about that, guys. That was my fault, the echo. Julius is backstage, but I'm doing one at a time, Julius. So don't, Julius, do you want to pop back after? What's this?
Right, I'm back. Well, my story is not going to take long, but in answer to your first question, and we have been talking backstage in Messenger quite a lot, haven't we, Chuck?
We have, yeah. We have.
So the history is that my mum was a Lancashire lass from Wigan, Bonnie Wigan. Hey up, the Wiganers. And when she was 18, she was moved down south due to health problems. She was an epileptic. And if she'd have been stayed in Wigan, she was going to be put into what they call an asylum in them days for epileptics. It was a home. And it was called Coldstones. So my mum, against my nan's wishes, because my nan wanted to put her away. Less said about that, the better. And then she went down south, worked for the Queen Mother for 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there's a few stories about that I could tell you too, but I won't name drop. And then as a Lancashire lass, there is one story I will name drop, is that she actually got to clip King Charles, ran the ear like that when he was
really
about 3 or 4 years old, and she got hauled up in front of the Queen. And she said that she shouldn't really have done that, but she could understand why, because he was a bit lippy in them days, apparently. Nothing's changed much, has it?
No. Oh, hello.
Anyway, that's Brian.
Is that your behalf?
Yeah.
Hi, Brian.
Hi.
Hello, welcome to YouTube.
And he knows all about YouTube.
Okay.
He's not a fan. Trust me, he's not a fan.
Oh.
I'll go into
but
that.
We're all right over here.
But why the history of this now?
Yeah.
So my mum moved down south, met my dad in 1959, got married, had my older sister 2 years later, and then me, 1963. Unfortunately, my sister was brain damaged due to the whooping cough vaccine. It was a bad batch, so it made her go into a coma. So with her getting epileptic seizures as well due to the damage and the brain damage, she ended up with the mind of a 9-year-old. So we lost her 2 years ago, unfortunately.
That is so. You lost what, 2 years ago?
Yeah. So I'm an
so
orphan.
Sorry.
I'm an orphan now. Mum, Dad, and Karen are gone. It's just me, him, and the dogs now.
Oh, that's so sad.
Up the road,
Hi, Herman.
We leave him there. But I lived down south till we were 18. Well, 23, because when I was 18, I was born and brought up in the little town where my spooky story comes from.
Oh, okay. We like the spooky.
Oh no, but pie shops are better. There is good chippies wherever you go, but the pie shops are better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then meat and potato pies, my nan and granddad would bring them down to us at the south. They would go to the old pie shop across the road from Wigan Station and bring us a bag full. And then all my school friends got to know when my nan and granddad were coming and would invite themselves to tea.
He goes for the day.
So we ended up with less pies.
There you go.
Not fair. So I stopped telling them when they were coming.
Yeah, stop telling them.
I'm nicking my meat and burrito pie then. Anyway, this story centres around Christmas. My dad used to work for a firm called Walker's, and he knew a lady who used to organise coach trips at Christmas time to see Holiday on Ice in London. There was a big, big ice rink in London, and everybody from all over the south would go to see this Holiday on Ice. All over, even Lancashire would come down to see Holiday on Ice. And it was Christmas time, and it had been Cinderella. So anyway, I keep looking up at the screen because the camera's there and the screen's up there, and I don't know why I keep looking at it. I have to keep looking that way.
I do that.
So
as well.
Anyway, I know I'm murdered for that. I must stop that.
Hi, Amanda.
Well, when I'm doing my channel, it's going to be on the laptop, so it'll be at eye level.
Yeah.
And I'll have to stay down here. Anyway, and then my dad moved to, name dropping again, from 8 till I was 16. John Surtees, the racing driver.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he worked for him. A few stories I could tell you about that as well, but I won't. Bless him, he's dead now, so God bless him. Didn't like him at all. So why I have the mixture is because we've been here since 1987, 2 weeks after the hurricane hit. That shouldn't have hit. We lived through that hurricane, and that hurricane hit at 2 o'clock in the morning. And we moved 2 weeks after, so we've been here since 1989. But this story centres when I was about, I'd say 12 years old. I was about 12. And we'd been to Holiday on Ice, and we were coming back from where the coach had dropped us off with my little brother from another mother. Right. And his parents from up the road. And I'm still close to him to this day. So we're still as close as we were then. We were in cots together and everything because our parents worked. We were in cots together and everything. So I grew up with 2 boys. Anyway, Colin and his parents and I, with my parents and Karen, we were walking back from the coach, and Colin suddenly said, "Look up there." And through the tree line, I could see all these different coloured circles. And it was in a big circle. And then there was like this big dome shape. And this circle, it kept going round like a spinning top.
Wow.
And I looked up at the sky, and it was clear blue sky, clear blue. All the stars were shining, the moon was bright, everything. You could see everything. This is my one and only time I've ever seen a UFO. Or whatever it was.
How high was it?
And
then?
this was in Kent. It was quite high. I'd say about 10, 15,000 feet.
Wow, that is high. And there was only one, you say?
There was only one, but it kept moving. 1 minute it was there, and then the next millisecond, and I'd said a millisecond, it was there. And then it died back, and it kept dying back and forwards, and then come right over the top of us. And we were like that, looking up. Wow, what a sight. I've never forgotten it. I've never, ever forgotten it. And that's why I love your show, because it's everything that I love about nature, UFOs.
Yeah, on my other channel. Yeah, I love nature.
Yeah. Oh, everything spooky.
Oh, and
Everything.
spooky, yeah. Spooky.
But that was mine. That was mine from the history books. But I was back.
Was you alone when it happened? Did anybody else see it with you?
My mum, dad, Karen.
Oh, they all
Colin,
seen it.
and his mum and dad. And the only ones left are me and Colin.
Oh.
But he don't do YouTube, else he would have come.
So what year was this then, you think?
Well, if I was 12 years old, it was 1975.
Right. Have you ever looked in the history books or in the newspapers to see whether anybody else seen it? And did they?
There was a few signs. But the main ones that I have ever researched, and I have researched it a hell of a lot, is that Cornwall and Devon are renowned for all these sightings. And
yeah, I've heard that.
That Kent weren't as much. But it's where these, where is the White Horse again? What county is the White Horse in again? It's up north, isn't it?
The one on the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's we've been past that. I think it's up North Yorkshire way, because is it North or West Yorkshire?
Right. Right. Well, that White Horse.
Hi, Saskia.
That is another area that's renowned for sightings, and again, it always seems to be
the North
where it's all weird and wonderful.
Yeah.
And then you've also got the what are them circles? Crop circles.
Oh yeah, that's I've been researching them. That's going to be a stream very, very soon.
We must have a chat on Messenger, you and me.
Well, Alan Edge, I don't know much about them.
Got to know you and me. Sorry, that was my camera. I've got one of them Osbox cameras that zooms in and out from the hand gestures. Stay there. Stop it. Don't want to zoom in on me. Stay there. Stop it. So, yeah, it's the crop circles as well that I've been researching as well.
Well, Alan Edge.
But no, that was my circle. That was my.
He's into that.
That's my history.
Who? Thank you very much.
Who's into that?
Alan Edge. His YouTube name is Lord Jim Dandy. Hi, Candice. But I think he might be on another stream tonight, but he might pop in after. He's been asking me for about a year now to do crop circles, and it's been one thing after another. So I've promised him that my next deep dive will be that. So I've had a thinking for crop circles. I know that.
Do you want to see Lady?
Oh,
there's Lady.
Hello.
Lady.
Well,
Lady.
Hello. Lady. Like you, George is like, who, me? Hello.
This is Lady.
Hi,
She's
Lady.
nearly 2. So this is the German Shepherd, and Bella, the baby, she's on the bed. She's gone to bed. She's the Jack Russell.
See you now. Hang on.
But I said I'd show Penny the dogs. So
I'm so glad.
I've got to see Bella yet. She's got to see Bella yet. But that's
where
Lady.
is he going to get her?
No, she's on the bed asleep now. She's
Okay.
waiting for me to go in.
How old is Bella?
3.
Oh,
And
hi
she's
Bella.
2.
I know you're asleep. How old is
She's 2.
lady? Sorry.
She's nearly 2. Bella will be 3. Bella's 3, just turned 3.
Yeah.
And no, which way round is it? Hang on. So Bella is 3 in May, and she's 2. She's just turned 2 10 days ago. No, 4 days ago. What are we on? The 14th today. She's just turned 2. And you know, I missed her birthday. I can't believe I missed her birthday.
I've done that before.
Do you know, I can't believe I've done that. She was 2 on the 10th of March. And Bella's 3 on the 8th of May. I cannot believe I've missed her birthday. I better make it up to her tomorrow.
Yeah, you have to make it up to her and get some treats.
Oh, she has treats every night. She's spoiled rotten. They eat better than we do.
That's the thing, isn't it? When you spoil them anyway. Oh, look at Panther in the photo.
Oh, she's beautiful.
It's cute. Oh, every time
they say about black cats, and if you look, I'm a Virgo, right?
Yeah.
And
all right, George. Sorry, Mummy.
I was born on Friday the 13th. And I am not worried about anything. I'm not superstitious about anything except magpies. If I see one magpie, I have to really have a good conversation with it. Black cats don't bother me. Everything don't bother me. But I have to have a good conversation with it.
Let me just mute.
Everything don't bother me.
Let me mute.
But I have to have.
Here we go. Lucy, I've had to mute you. Lucy, before you start, you need to
mute your YouTube tab.
Yeah. If you're on your laptop and your phone or anything and you've got a YouTube tab open, as soon as you hit the StreamYard link, you're then into StreamYard. You have to turn off the YouTube tab. Otherwise, you end up with 2 tabs open and you get an echo. So I'm about to bring Lucy in with her story. So I'm just letting you know. I've had to mute you, darling. I'm going to unmute you in a moment. So really interesting story there, Jan. Thank you so much. So Jan, the first story tonight is a UFO. I expected a ghost story and it's a UFO.
No, I haven't got any ghost stories, funny enough. But the mediums have told me that they're all okay. They're all okay. Oh, yeah. Good. Yeah, I was born on Friday the 13th because my mum had appendicitis. Not my fault. I was due on the 21st, and because she got appendicitis, she was taken down to the surgery. And when she was in recovery, it set me off. So my sister was 4 hours off being a witch because she was 4 hours off Halloween. She was October the 30th. My dad always said he couldn't get unlucky twice. And I said, well, you did. He's like, how can I get unlucky with 2 daughters, both on them days?
That's crazy.
Blame her.
All Hallows Eve is a good night, isn't it? Apparently, it's the night before is the good night.
Well, Karen was. She had the 5th eye; she could see. Because whenever I weren't talking to my mum and dad later in life, when I rebelled a bit, my sister always knew when I was going to ring. She was right every single time.
Yeah.
And since she's been gone, she has visited me. She
has?
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen her or just heard her?
No, I've heard her and felt her. I feel my mum too. My mum gives me these special hugs. My mum didn't hug the normal way. Most people go like that, but my mum would go like that and pull you in.
Yeah.
And she'd come and give me a big hug. Say, how you doing, daughter? I'm like, hi, Mum. So I know they're all right. They're all up there waiting for us. With all the dogs, because I've heard that they've got the dogs as well.
Yeah, so, I believe in that as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I'm all
what a
right
lovely
now.
story.
I weren't 2 years ago. I was a wreck, but I'm all right now.
Yeah, because she'd passed away. Yeah. If we
Yeah.
can all thank Jan, it's the first time
So
on this channel. Have you been on the StreamYard before, Jan, on another channel?
yeah.
Yeah, just not this one.
No.
So if we can all thank the lovely Jan and welcome her, because she's only been here a few times, but she's already fitted right in, and she's done her first ever appearance on the stream. So if we can all thank Jan, and then we're going to move on. So thank you so much, Jan. I really
See you
appreciate
all.
you
I'll be
coming up.
back in
You're
chat
coming
doing
back in
my
the
job.
chat. Great. Okay. See you in a sec.
I'm looking forward to your story, Lucy.
I know, and me. And me.
I'll
Right,
see you
in a
later.
sec, darling. Bye. Oh, press the wrong button then. Thank you to Jan, and now we have the lovely Lucy. Hi Christine, how you doing? Lucy and Panther. Now this is also Lucy's first time on here. I don't know if she's ever done a panel before, but Lucy and Panther. Now I've muted her, haven't I? Oh, sugar, hold on. Hopefully. Now let's see. Hello, testing. Hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
There we go, Brill. Hi, Luce. How you doing, love?
I'm good, lovely. Thank you.
Oh, that's good. Sorry about that. I want to do one at a time, because in the past we've done, we've left people up, and then people have ended up talking over each other, and it's easily done. It's not anyone's fault. It's just how it does. So I've got this new rule. We do one at a time, and then everyone gets to say. So
Yeah, absolutely makes sense. In your messenger, I sent
yeah.
a picture of Elsie, my 20-year-old that came back.
Right, let's have a look.
It was just before I rescued Panther, and I wasn't sure whether it was okay to get another cat, and I still had
So is that? Sorry, is that a ghost of the cat, of your cat?
the picture I just sent you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was gone, but she's there,
Oh
isn't she?
my God. Oh, Julius has come back now as well. Sorry, Julius, because Julius actually went and he's come back again.
But Elsie came back. I was not sure whether to adopt Panther. And the night before, I made the decision on Elsie's bed, because it was only 5 weeks later. But you look, Elsie's there by her bed, isn't
Yeah,
she?
I'm going to put the picture up now. Sorry, tell you what, Julius, I'm really sorry. Julius is going to be next. So if anyone else comes up between now and Julius, because Julius was waiting. So my
Sorry,
apologies.
Julius.
No, but Lucy did come up before that as well, though, to be fair, didn't you? You came up and went. So Julius is next in the queue. Right, I'm going to show this photo here so you can describe. Let me just get this up on the screen. That's amazing.
I know.
So how long ago did you take this picture then that we're about to see?
Right, so Elsie was 20. My birthday was September the 8th. She spent the night, she was poorly all weekend. She spent the night of my birthday with me, and she passed on the 9th because my birthday was on the 8th. And yeah, she spent that with me. So obviously September was really hard. And I had
When
to
was that? Sorry, last year? Was this last year?
Yeah, a few months ago. Had to bring her ashes home, and I hated coming home from work to an empty house because it's only me, and I was just like, Elsie, show me a sign that it's okay to get another cat, because I had Elsie with, I've told you this before, but other people won't know. I've had Elsie with 2 other rescue cats that I lost in quick succession. Elsie moved with me away from my hometown. Yeah, she was 20 when she passed, day after my birthday. And I was like, Elsie, give me a sign that it's okay. And then my sister said to me, don't worry, cat distribution system works, Luce. A cat will find you. And beginning of October, so it was only 3 weeks after Elsie passed, and a lot of people will say that's really quick, but I heard that Panther needed a home, and I just asked Elsie for a sign. There she is. I can
right,
see her
so,
on the TV.
yeah. So there's the bed. That was Elsie's bed.
Mm.
I'm going to zoom in now. So I have just tried remastering it, and it's made it go a funny colour. But I might have a look at that in a minute. Usually remastering it brings out more. But
Yeah,
this is
she's
the
there, isn't she?
original that you gave me.
Yeah.
So that was her
That's what
bed.
she used to do. This is at the top of the stairs. My
This is
bedroom is
amazing.
the bedroom is to the right of my. The bedroom is to the right of this. Elsie was never a cuddler. So she'd never come to bed with me. So I put this little furry bed down for her at the top of the stairs at the cottage.
Yeah.
And she'd sleep there, and instead of, because she was like Mrs. Independent,
Yeah.
she was like such a diva. But when I asked her for a sign, that it was okay to get another cat, there she is. That's her, isn't it? See?
That must have been really, like, seeing that. It must have been bittersweet, you know. I just want a big thank you to Jan as well. Sorry, thank you so much, Jan. I really appreciate
Thank
you
you,
back in the
Jan.
chat. Yeah, who can see Elsie? Because I can. Now, if you look here,
Now, if you look at my photos on my profile, look at what Elsie looks like. It's she's a tortie. So
right, okay, because you can see that. To me, what I see is, so you say she used to sit here under the step
yes.
as well.
So this is the top of the stairs, and then there's a step to my bedroom. So what she used to do is just stay there. She'd be in my way, basically, at the top of the stairs. Sometimes she'd get in the bed, but most of the time she was at the top of the stairs. So, and this was her about 4 days before I adopted Panther.
That's, you see, is that her ear? I can see her, what looks to me like her ear.
Yeah.
To me, that's her ear. I don't know. It's just what I see. That's her face.
Yeah.
Lying down. There's one ear. Obviously, I can't see the other ear.
That's her eye.
Where's her eye? Oh, hang on. I can't see that. But that's just how you see. You know her, so you're going to see her differently. But who can see Elsie in this picture? Because I think this is an amazing picture.
I can't believe I even caught it.
There shouldn't be anything there. That's just wooden floor there. You know?
Exactly.
That's
But
just that should just look like that. The rest of that floor.
She was there because I got pins and needles, and it was almost as if because I was going to bed at the time, and the nightly routine was Elsie would sit at the top of the stairs and wait for me to go to bed. And I was just going to bed, and I had like pins and needles, and I looked, and I was like, "Oh my God, she's there!"
And did you grab the camera because you seen her? Yeah, and she was there for long then.
I was like, "Oh my God, she's there," and then she went.
Wow.
But she's there. But if you look at any of my photos and see Elsie,
I'm going to zoom in now. Hold on, and I can put it. Yeah, can you?
Do you want a picture of Elsie?
Yeah, if you don't mind, and then I will do a side by. I'll quickly knock something together so we can see a side by side.
Yeah. Okay. What do you want me to do? Send it by messenger? Yeah.
Just send it. Yeah, send it the normal way, and then just give us a couple of minutes, guys, while we just do this, because I think this is really good to see. I am more into dogs. Never had a cat. I'm the same. I had a cat when I was younger, though. But any pets, when they come back to you, is just
amazing.
It's amazing. Like people think that rabbits just sit in a hutch all day. My rabbits come to their name. They ask me when it's dinner time. You know, when it's hay time. Animals are sentient. You know, people think that only dogs are, but they all are.
Yeah, but you look at what they can do with dogs to train them.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. But yeah,
amazing.
my bunnies, if you call them, they come over to the name, and they will stand up when they want their food, and ever so intelligent. They're just more shy because they're a prey species, but it doesn't mean they're not intelligent. cats, dogs, anything, you know. People love all sorts of animals. You can have pet hamsters that mean as much to somebody as a pet dog would to somebody else. So I'm not a cat person, but I have had a cat. Right, have you sent it over?
Yeah, just sending it now so you can see her face.
Oh, okay, and then what I'll do, oh, what a lovely picture. Right, guys, just bear with me a sec. Do you want to just talk to chat for a moment while I just do this side by side, love?
Yeah, that's fine. The other story I've got.
Can you read the chat? Sorry, can you read? Oh, you got another story? Okay.
Yeah, I have. Not about cats. It's about my nan.
Is it? If it's a spooky story, then yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So she's Liverpudlian, right?
Yeah.
Her husband, my mum's dad, got a job in Somerset in the 1970s. So my mum, being a teenager, moved down to Somerset at the same time. He died, sadly, very young at 59 from a stroke. And I was born a year later after my mum met my dad. And apparently, according to my mum, I was like the apple of my nan's eye.
Right.
My nan died in 1996 from dementia. She was
bless her.
77. I was the one that used to go in the nursing home and see her, blah, blah, blah. It's what made me go into nursing, actually. Because, I was quite young at the time. But weird things started happening in my bedroom when I lived at home. And I always liked the Beatles. But randomly, do you remember when you had those big hi-fis and they used to have a 5-spin CD player play at random? No matter what I put in, it would play the Beatles. And sometimes in the middle of the night, it would just start playing the Beatles really loud. And my mum would come in and go, "What the hell are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm not doing anything." And we switched the power off. It would still happen. Then when I went to university a year later in 97, my uncle, my nan's son, came to stay, and he stayed in my old bedroom. And 1 o'clock in the morning, he got woken up with the Beatles really loudly playing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Honestly, this I'll tell my story at the end, but that's happened to me before.
And even with the power off, it's happening. But apparently, as you know,
with the power off,
yeah,
no batteries in the Walkman, but really weird. Okay, so I've done a side by side comparison. Now I have cleaned up the ghost image slightly, so it looks a bit red, but I've remastered it to try and bring out the features a bit more. So I have got an unremastered version as well I can show you, but that is me just trying to bring out the resolution a little bit. So this is the original.
That's
okay, and here's her colours. So that one you can see there.
She's got a leg up.
Yeah.
So
let me just see, I've remastered it. So let me just put the original up just so people know I'm not fiddling anything. Hold on.
Yeah, and I don't want people to think I'm fiddling anything.
Well, the thing is, people know us, don't
3 weeks before.
People, the thing is, if people believe, they believe, and they know that people don't, make stuff up. If people don't, if people think that we're making stuff up, then they wouldn't be here. Do you know what I mean? Right, I'm just going to post. So this is completely. Let me just get this up now.
I can't see chat at the moment because I'm with you.
It's a nightmare. Right. What you can do is are you on your phone, are you?
I am, yeah, lovely.
There should be another button where you can see like chat or private chat or chat. There should be another. You should be able to find it.
Oh God, it's so lovely seeing her on the screen. Oh, bless her.
So there you go. Look, folks. So I've just got rid of. You can still hear us, but I've taken us off the screen. So this is the original when I haven't remastered it. You can see the shape and the ear and the bit of the different colour. Now, the floor, if there was, there shouldn't be anything there. There should just be the rest of the floor going up to the step. And you can even see her like lying here.
See the shadow?
Yeah. There. The shadow. Her colouring here. So I don't know what everybody else thinks, but I think that is pretty conclusive. Do you want me to send you this, the side by side that I've done?
Yes, please, lovely.
Oh, darling, I'll send it you, sweetheart. So it must be difficult seeing her, you know?
No, it's lovely. Do you know
Oh.
what? When I saw that, I was reassured.
Yeah, I bet you was. Yeah, she's come to tell you.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
she's there, isn't she, though?
Yeah, 1,000,000%. So when you took the picture, did
Yeah.
she then disappear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
have you ever seen her since?
No.
Right.
And then 3 days later, I brought Panther home.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. Well, thank you so much for that, Luce. A picture as well as a story. Hi, DJ Rockford. Hi, Johnny. Yeah, at the Rainbow Bridge, as Lee says. Right. Sorry, I had to go to the shop. Oh, I'm sorry, Julius. Why didn't you say you had to go to the shop? Well, I'm sure Lucy would have waited, wouldn't you, Lucy, if you'd known?
Of course. And anyone can contact me anytime.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I'm so sorry, Julius. My voice is going to go again. Was Julius?
I hope Jack's better, by the way.
Yeah, he's got a really bad cough now. He's got an awful cold.
Oh, bless him. I was on like a 14-hour day the next day after, and I kept meaning to reply, and I'm not allowed my phone at work. I'm so sorry.
You're all right, sweetheart.
Yeah.
What's that in that picture you're with? Can I just? I'm going to put you on big. I just want to see what that is.
Oh, it was Friends Fest.
What Friends? As in the show?
Friends, the TV show. It was my birthday present from my sister. And that's the dog in Joey and Chandler's apartment.
Yes. Is it the real dog?
Yes.
Just a replica.
Well, it's probably a replica. But we went round and they had all the tour of like all the friends' apartments and the Central Perk and everything.
What, you went to New York?
No, we went to it's
Thanks,
Friends
Jan.
Fest.
Oh, that's funny.
My sister bought it for me as a birthday present, but it was brilliant because you get like they have like reassembled all like Central Perk and the apartments and everything. That was before Matthew Perry died.
Oh, that was a sad one, wasn't it, as well?
I wonder if he'll come back at some point.
Probably.
I think a lot of people will come back.
Something dodgy there.
Yeah.
You hear that, Gizmo snoring? Did you hear that? Oh, they're asleep again at 9:15.
Oh,
little
dear.
Terrorists. They got me up again at 4:00 this morning. Little sausages, aren't you? You little sausages. Too tired. Can't talk. Sleeping. Oh, George. Right then. Hi, DJ Rockford. Is anybody else? I feel really bad because Julius, I didn't realise he had to go to the shop. Otherwise, I would have prioritised him and asked if anyone didn't mind him going first.
Sorry, I wouldn't have minded. I'm so sorry.
I didn't know, Lucy. We didn't know, so I feel really bad now because Julius has been waiting to come up in the backstage. He just kept on missing. I'm sorry, I have to go to the shop. Right. Okay. So Julius has gone down. Have you got any more stories before we get asked for the next person?
What, me?
Yeah. Have you got any more?
I told you about my nan.
Hi, Nikki. About who? Sorry.
I've told you about my nan, haven't I? Told you that weird one.
I don't think so. I don't know. Did you see her?
No, I told messing with electrics and stuff.
I don't remember you telling me that.
I've just told. I thought I just told you.
Oh, if you've messaged me since you've been on, I haven't. No, because I haven't had a chance to read anything. If you told me tonight.
Yeah, what I just told you about the
Oh,
electric.
sorry. Yeah, you told us that one.
My God, I thought I was in
No, sorry, it's me.
another world
It's me.
then.
My
God.
brain. I've still got the UFO in my brain from Jan, and then I've got Panther and Elsie in my brain, and everything else just seems to have just gone poof.
Okay.
Do you know? Yeah. Right. Is anybody else? So the Beatles singing. But you were talking about the music thing. That was what you were talking about, wasn't you? That happened to me when I was about. It would have been around 1990-ish, and I had a Walkman, with the head things. I was having a moment. Yes, basically. You know what it's like. And with the orange spongy headphones.
Oh my God, yeah.
I had one of those, and I remember. I didn't realize that was an Anne story. Sorry, thanks, John. And I remember that the batteries were dead, and me and my sister, we had bunk beds, and I was always on the top, and I left my Walkman on the floor, and I know the batteries were dead, but the batteries were in there. And then I woke up in the night to my sister standing there with this Walkman in her hand saying, "You've left this on." When you've put the headphones down and you could just hear a bit of like tinny music still.
Yeah.
If you didn't have them on. And thanks, Saskia. And she said, I said, I haven't left it on. And the batteries were dead anyway. So the next night I took the batteries out because they were dead. I asked my mum to go and get some from the shop. And it happened again. And she woke up and she was going, "You've got this on." And I said, "There's no batteries in it." And she looked and there was no batteries in it. And it was still going. That around 1990 to 1990 to 93 was the 3 years when I was, I suppose you're hitting puberty, aren't you, from 10 to 13, when the most crazy stuff happened with me. Really bizarre stuff. I seen my granddad when he'd passed away. I didn't even know he was dead. I was told by all my family on New Year's Eve that he was going to be we knew he was going to pass away, but he was going to be okay until in the new year. And I remember feeling all funny at 7:00, and I didn't know. I was out on New Year with my family, and then the next morning when my brother brought me home, I remember seeing a silhouette of him in the window in a reflection. And I ran to my mom and I said, "Granddad's dead. Why didn't you tell me?" And she's like, "We didn't want to tell you. How do you know?" I said, "I've just seen him." And he was dressed in his army uniform, and he didn't look old anymore. And he was in the Chindits. Is it the Chindits? I don't know if you know what that is. Who were based in Burma during the Second World War. Is it the Chindits or the Chin? What my granddad were in. Yeah, both of my granddads were in that, and they both fought in Burma side by side with the old Gurkhas.
Oh my God, that reminds me. Like in the 1990s, I went to see.
I might cover the Chindits actually at some point. Sorry, carry on. I bought it.
I went to see not a fortune teller, but a spiritualist. Yeah, because I was interested in looking into different things, and as I said, Mum's dad died at 59 after a stroke, and I went to see this spiritualist. Went through different things, and then she said, "Ask your mum about a burnt watch." I was like, "Okay, all right," meant nothing to me. But I went back to Mum and said, the spiritualist said, ask about a burnt watch. And she burst into tears. And then we went to her bedroom and she brought out a box. And in the days before her dad died, in the 70s, do you remember they had like watch straps, proper watch faces? After he'd had his stroke, apparently Nan left him out in the sun too long, and the watch strap burnt, and then the watch face burnt.
Wow, really?
And it was the message to say, "I love you." And Mum
Oh
burst.
my God.
Yeah, because she was like, "Oh my God, how did you know?" And she said, "Here's the burnt watch." Yeah,
That's crazy.
but apparently I'm a bit of a thing that can pick up on stuff or whatever.
Yeah. Isn't it weird? I'm the same. I pick up on things, but how I do it, I don't know. I get a lot of people. Amethyst, was your granddad in there as well?
And
What?
I
Sorry.
never met my granddad, obviously. And Mum was like, "Oh my God," you know, because she had very few things that she kept of her dad's. The fact this spiritualist picked up on that, and you can see the watch face is burnt. And it, you know, what spiritualist is going to come up with that? You know, like,
Yeah, exactly. That's crazy though. That's really weird. Have you ever, just while you're here, have you ever seen a UFO or anything like that? Anything like alien, out of this worldy type?
no, I'd love to.
A lot of people haven't seen UFO. Like I've only seen one once, I think, that I can remember. Yeah. Hello, Dandelion. Dandelion's looking at me. Okay, Space Cat.
Dandelion.
Dandelion. Hello, my love.
Baby.
Hello. Where's
Pat's
Rose?
looking
Rose
like,
loves Dandelion as well. She's a
Pat's
favourite.
hello.
Dandy. Dandelion's a pizza fiend. She's obsessed with pizza crust, even though she shouldn't eat it. And she will come up and pinch a bit off your plate. And we had pizza last night, and she's looking to see if there's any crusts left over for her. Honestly, she's got a pizza problem. I've never known anything. They've all got their own little quirks, bunnies have, and her obsession is pizza crust. Obviously, you can't have any cheese on it or anything like that, just the crust. And she's just looking at me now. Have you got any pizza? Hello.
Hello, beautiful Dandelion.
Dandelion. Oh, she's so cute.
We
Anyway.
must sound pathetic.
No, I know. I don't give a shit what people think of me. I never have
Oh,
done.
no, I'm like with animals. I'm like, hello, come in then, baby.
I know. I've got me a little voice for them, and the way I talk to them, and I say their name, and I just love bunnies. How you doing, Nikki? Nikki's dog passed away last year, Spud, and I haven't really spoken about it. Heartbroken, but now Nikki does have Gus. Obviously, no one will replace Spud.
Yeah,
but I think Dandelion's asking for a pee.
Absolutely. Like Panther never replaces. I've had Henry, Tiger, Elsie, Squid. In 2022, oh God, July the 4th, I lost Tiger. 3 weeks later, I found out my flat was being sold. I had to put everything in storage, move into my mum's with Squid and Elsie. I was grieving, and then September the 5th, Squid, he was only 8, he had a heart attack, couldn't do anything. September the 8th, my birthday, bloody Queen died. Great, don't do this on my birthday, you know.
That's depressing.
It was depressing. And my mum paid for me to go away to Norfolk for 2 weeks, just in a caravan, just by myself, just to be by the coast and be at one with nature. That's what I needed. Lots of beaches, walks, nature, you know. And then me and Elsie found this little cottage. So, yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
It worked out in the end. Everything worked out in the end. And, you know.
It's weird, isn't it, how things work out? Lottie, honestly, I'd have to ask my mum and my dad, because I don't know. My mum would know.
What question?
What is that about a map? Did any of your granddads have the orange map? My Chris has just asked me. I don't personally know, but because it wasn't my dad, it was my granddad's, both of them. So I will ask, but I know that one of my granddads, he actually got blown up in Burma, and he came home with shrapnel in his back, and my nan had to pick it out every day, pick the shrapnel out. And he outlived my nan. He lived till he was in his 80s. But yeah, it's sad, isn't it? It's sad.
I think actually we should be thankful that hopefully this war in Ukraine, I know it's completely off topic, hopefully this war is going to come to an end now. You know?
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully. Because Mum said about her granddad, which was her mum's dad, and he came home minus a leg. And she called him a miserable bastard.
Where was this? In Ukraine?
You know, we're going back now, 1950.
Oh, right.
You know, this was Second World War.
Right, okay.
And Mum said her granddad, minus a leg, was he was angry. But wouldn't you be angry?
Yeah.
You know?
You're never the same, are you, I suppose?
So anyway, who else is bringing up ghost stories?
Well, we're hoping. Well, Julius waited and he's gone to the shop, so I'm gonna. We need somebody else to call in if anyone's got any spooky stories. So
because I don't want to take over people's time if they're waiting.
Well, there's nobody backstage. That usually there was Julius, and he came back after you'd come up, so I couldn't really let him up then. But I felt bad because he'd waited and then he'd gone again. I
don't want to take over people's time, but I can talk to you for hours.
I can talk for England, me. Has anyone got any? I'm just reading the chat now. Nikki, you've called up before. Have you got anything? I'm trying to think. My UFO that I seen was like a red light and a green light shooting through the sky.
Wow.
Was around 1993. A lot of the early 90s was really bizarre, but I will say, thanks, Jan. What I'll do, I'll tell you some of my stories if you want while we wait for Julius. But if anybody else would like to come up, please do. We can also thank you to Lucy as well for her contribution, and a very interesting photo as well of Elsie. And Panther's there now, and I need to send you a link to some stuff to see whether that will help with Panther. But anyway, yeah. So, just going to talk about how weird things are up here where we are. So, where we live in Northeast Yorkshire, like Free Speech, who's in the chat, she's been up here. She's met me a few times. She's coming back next month, I think. And she'll tell you that there's a lot of sightings around here. It's all around the Scarborough, around the Flamborough, which is like, I don't know if you know, whereabouts are you again, Luce?
Somerset.
Oh, so you're down there. Yeah, this is a lot down there as well. You're okay, Jan, love. We're gonna just wait for Julius just while he goes to the shop. So I'm just going to tell you some weird things about up here. So I haven't seen a UFO up here yet, but I haven't really been out looking. I'd like to go out and start, get my telescope out. Thank you so much though, Jan. Get my telescope out and stuff and have a look. But there's a lot of sightings around Flamborough and the North York Moors. There's a lot going on around there, and when Free Speech came up, there she is. I think you've got some stories. Would you come up, darling, please? I know Free Speech has got some stories. Just till Julius comes back. You don't have to if you don't want to. We are in a paranormal hotspot. I'd like you to say what you felt when you was at that. I forgot what it was called because a couple of days. Hello, Tone. I live 3 miles from Flamborough. You do? You're Bridlington, aren't you? When you came up last time, you went to that, was it Dykes Pass or something, and you said you felt really ill, and I'd like you to talk about that. And also Free Speech, didn't you say that your friend lives up here and he's seen some weird stuff? Hi, Larry Weinberg.
What's people's opinion on the moon that happened last night?
What do you mean, the moon?
Apparently it was a moon eclipse.
Was it?
Yeah,
It was a full. I took a photo of the moon the other night and posted it, but I didn't. It wasn't a full moon, was it? Was it last night? The full moon, was it?
I don't know. It was just stuff I was reading online today. Apparently, it was a moon eclipse. I didn't know anything about it, but
So it's not tonight then. It was yesterday. You say.
apparently, yeah.
There's a lot of weird stuff going on. I'm telling you,
But
there's a
it
lot of
was,
stuff, weird stuff.
It was a USA article I read, so maybe for
Yeah,
us
see
it's today.
photos of today's magnificent blood moon.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I heard.
Dane's like, yeah, do you want to pop up? You don't have to. If you want to pop up, you can do. I didn't realise I would have got out there last night and done some photographs. Blood moon. Right, we'll have a quick look at that. Let me just put the link in for what's going on here. Oh, there we go. It is, yeah. Tony, have you got anything? Have you got any weird stories? It'd be nice to get some different people up that have not rang up before as well. Do you know what I mean? Like Lucy and Jan, their first timers on here.
When you do, I'll go.
Paranormal. Penny's been mooning us all week. I have. And I didn't see it, Saskia. Did anybody else see the red moon? Pop up free speech or tone. It was visible in America. Yeah, it was.
That's what I heard. It was visible in America.
That wasn't last night, though. Oh, are you talking about the one today? Right. Okay. Are you sleeping again, my George? Right.
Wakey,
so hopefully
wakey, George.
Come up. I know. You had a bath last night, didn't you? Last night, night before. George, Gizmo's bath is due tonight. I might have to leave it till tomorrow. No, it's getting on a bit late.
Well, it's 9:30, love.
I know it's too late now. We've not even done anything to eat yet today.
I know you can't be bathing him at 9:30.
I know. But
I have been bathing Panther there. He is better. I know you said natural stuff, but that soothing shampoo's helping. He's like fast asleep on my work coat at the moment, which is going to look fabulous when I go back to work.
Covered in hair.
I don't care.
I'm always covered in bloody fluff everywhere.
I don't care. If he's
wow, new appeal to fund to complete Lake District's first mosque.
What
oh my God, the Lake District. It's a beautiful place. It is full of beautiful little churches. There should not be a mosque at the Lake District.
And now it's going to be full of migrants. Yeah, brilliant.
It's not about racism. It's about ruining what's left of England and the countryside. And I don't agree with building mosques in the Lake District.
Absolutely.
Right then, yeah. So there's lots of haunted hotspots around the UK, but I will say I don't think free speech wants to talk. I will say this: it is very what's this? Hang on. What's that one about? I don't know. Where I am has got a lot of weird stuff going about, and there's a place called what's it called? Free speech. Something Dyke. Dane's Dyke. You went there, didn't you? And you said you felt she had to get out, and free speech is very with, I'm gutted she can't come up, but she probably is busy. Also, we went to the monolith at the Yorkshire Wolds. Me and Free Speech did in 2023. That was weird. The lights in the church was flashing. I don't know if you've ever heard of the monolith at Yorkshire Wolds. What's it called now? See, I find these fascinating as well. Really fascinating. But I'd like to get people's stories. So Julius is going to come up when he comes back. Has anybody else got any spooky stories? Are you trying to? Oh, darling, I'd love you to tell us. Yeah, try the link, sweetie.
Yeah, try it.
She is trying. I'd love you to tell us about any weird experiences, and especially around that Dane. What's it called? Dane's. I've never even been there, and I live up here. Hold on, let me just have a quick look about Dane's Dyke, because I remember you went there on your own, didn't you? We were going to go with you, and I remember you saying how you felt really, really strange. Let me just see if there's any UFO sightings there. and then I'll look at spooky stuff. So, right, what's this here? I think this might be your friend. Is your friend... right, there's a guy here who... I'm not sure if this is the same friend that Free Speech has. Who is it? Paul, your friend, Free Speech, who sees things. We just get this up just while we're waiting for her to click the link. Or for if Julius does come up, though, I do need to prioritise Julius because he's been waiting all night. So obviously he comes first. But this is just giving you a quick example. You know, this is a date of sighting. I don't know what year, but someone has said to this guy, I've been watching a YouTube channel for over a year. I would have been unaware of the strange phenomenon around North Yorkshire. And he says he's always been interested in UFOs. He lives in Nottingham. He came to Bridlington to do a truth proof tour. And he went to Flamborough, Danesdyke, which is just next to Flamborough. Hold on a minute. She's here. She's here. Do you know you're on camera? Do you know you're on camera? Is that okay?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
oh,
okay. As long as you know you're on camera. I don't want to...
yeah, I'm a bit tired, so you have to forgive
You're
me.
all right, my love. You look gorgeous. This is Free Speech.
Oh.
Yay!
Hi. Hello.
Hello, darling.
And
Hi,
hi,
lovely.
Penny. Hi, lovely. Hi. Hello.
Hi, darling.
I'm quite
How you
tired,
doing?
so but
yeah,
yeah,
you
not too
didn't
bad,
have to
thank
come
you.
up, sweetie. You didn't have
No,
to.
it's okay. It's easier than trying to type in the chat. But, yeah, obviously we've been up to the Ruston monolith, and that was very interesting with the flickering.
Yeah, that's it. I couldn't remember the name.
inside,
That was
wasn't
so
it?
bizarre, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I'd like to go back there.
What's
And,
this Danes?
I mean,
Yeah, when you come up, we'll definitely go back. What is it? 'Cause I've never been.
Absolutely.
It says it's a nature reserve. Is that right?
It is. It's this tiny kind of like little wooded area, and it goes down to a beautiful bay, and it's renowned for lots of paranormal activity. I think there's been big cat sightings, there's orb sightings. I think from the cliff tops, people have seen things up in the sky. There's been a lot of reports. So
and you went on your own, didn't you?
I did, I know. And I'm just
would
thinking,
you go back with me? I know
I'd
you
go
said
back
you
with
wouldn't
you.
go. Okay.
I would never go back on my own after the experience I had.
So do you want to tell the viewers what happened when you went?
Yeah. So I feel energies a lot, and I'm very sensitive to anything around me. I can feel energies, and I go out bird watching, so I'm very used to going out into woods and everything else.
I wonder who got you into bird watching. Oh, Lucy's drop.
I've watched.
I'm obsessed with it.
I drove there, and even as I drove down like this little, it's just like a little tiny lane that you go into this picnic area. There's a little cafe there, but even as I drove down the little lane, I was thinking, this feels very odd here. And I walked down to the beach area. It was very beautiful, and I was like, oh, this is great. It was a lovely day. I went up onto the cliff top. I walked along the cliff top quite a long way and walked back. Lovely, no problems. Didn't kind of feel anything off at all. But when I came back, I decided I would go through the woods, which was probably not the most sensible thing to do as a female on your own. There was nobody around, and there's a very, very deep valley or gully, if anybody does know the area. I mean, it's really, really, it's just a sheer drop down, and you kind of drop down and walk over this very old wooden bridge. And I went down there, and I was starting to feel a bit strange, like your instincts kick in. And I was like, you know what, I probably shouldn't be here. That's what I started.
Because I seen you that day. Do you remember? Sorry to interrupt, but I seen you that day, and you were really shook up, wasn't you? Was that the day, or was it the next day?
It might have been the next day, actually.
Yeah. And then you felt better when you went to the you did some Buddhism, didn't you? And it relaxed you a little bit, yeah.
Oh yes,
yeah. Sorry, carry on. But yeah, I can confirm
carried on over this bridge, and then you kind of go back up the hill, and then you walk along a very narrow path with this sheer drop to your left. And then I'm thinking, you know what, I don't even know where I'm going, and if this takes me back to the car park, I don't know how far away I am. As it happened, I wasn't actually that far away, but just before I got to kind of the main path that takes you down to the beach, I mean, you can't see it because you're in the woods, and I just had this sheer dread and fear come over me, and I started kind of feeling faint, as if I was going to fall down the valley, down the hill. And it was absolute panic. I went ice cold. I felt like something was there watching me, and I just knew with absolutely every instinct of my whole being that I needed to get out of there as fast as possible. But of course, I didn't know how far I was from the path. I just carried on, and within about another, I don't know, 15, 20 yards or so, I was back onto the path that takes you down to the beach. And then I just turned right back up to the car park. Now, obviously, I didn't see anything, and it probably doesn't sound anything, too scary. But I've never ever felt fear like that.
What do you think it was? Do you feel like it was
horrendous?
Not from this world, or do you feel like, because apparently we're going to watch a short video in a minute, there's a green-eyed werewolf there apparently. Did you know this?
I've heard that there are possible skinwalker type sightings there, and of course that kind of went through my head. I just know it was a very dark, evil energy, and that if I didn't get out of there, I wouldn't make it out of life. I literally thought I would die. I mean, that's how I felt. I just needed to get out of there, and I thought I'm never going to go back there again on my own.
Yeah,
but
we'll definitely go.
Many experiences in my life. I mean, many, and I just tell you, I thought I'd come up and tell you about one of my UFO ones, because I've had quite a lot of sightings since I was very young, and probably one of the best ones that I've had was, I think it was probably just over a year ago, and I had been out to see family. I live on the south coast, and I've been up to a place called Bournemouth, and drove back. It was probably getting on for 11:30, something like that. I got home about midnight, put my car at the back of my property, and it was pretty dark because there was very low cloud cover. There was a moon out, but the cloud cover was kind of going over it. And I was in the boot of my car. I was just getting my bits and pieces out from the day, and I just happened to kind of glance up, and I noticed this like guy where the moon was shining on like the clouds, reflecting on the clouds, but just through the clouds as they were moving. I saw this enormous, like, I mean, it was so big I couldn't get my head around. Enormous square. It was a square. Well, I have to use the word craft because I've never seen anything like it. And the moon was reflecting off the bottom of it, and it was dark, like a dark kind of sheen. It wasn't like metallic or anything, but I could just see this object was there. It was going very slow. It was absolutely silent, and then it went. And I would say, I mean, when I say it was big, it was just ginormous. Probably, if you put several houses together, it would be.
Where was this? Sorry,
length of
whereabouts was it?
So this was actually as I had got home to where I live, and it was midnight, and I had parked my car up. I was in the boot, and I just happened to
just looked up
because the clouds were moving fairly fast, and then there was this little gap in the clouds, and then because the moon was behind some of the clouds, and there was a gap, the moonlight reflected off the surface of whatever this was going over, and it was slow, silent. It was absolutely huge, and I just like mouth open. I'm like, I can't believe what I'm seeing. And even now, I'm like, did I really see that? And then I remembered I had a camcorder, not a camcorder, excuse me, a security camera looking down the garden. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's probably going to have caught it. I'm going to have the best UFO footage ever. Finally, someone's caught UFO footage. So I ran in, I started, I reviewed my camera footage, and I could see me opening my boot, and then I could see like myself step back and just look up and stand like absolutely mesmerized by something in the sky. And was there anything on that camera? Nothing.
Oh my God.
Absolutely nothing. And I'm like, did I imagine that? You know, you start questioning your sanity. Anyway, I thought I'd just tell you about that. But I've had, many weird experiences. Many. They're so freaky, some of them. Yeah, but when I come up to see you, we definitely have to go up along Flamborough. It's
We've got
total
to, yeah. I
wonderful
will make
spot.
sure that
Yeah.
well, there's a channel here called Truth Proof. Is that your friend?
Yes. It
Do you think
well,
he'll
I
mind
don't
me
know
showing?
them, but my friend knows Paul Sinclair, and actually it was through watching that channel that I started realizing that they've been collecting data for years and years and years around the whole area from people, and it's because of that I realized there was a lot of great spots to go to. So of course, like, I'm fascinated by all that kind of stuff, so I wanted to go
Do you think
and
because
check it out
there's a
myself.
video? I wonder if he'll let us look at it. I don't know. There's apparently, according to this here, there's a tunnel, a Danes Dyke tunnel. Did you know about
Is
that?
there? No,
You
I
know,
didn't.
yeah, no, nor me. There's this. I think what I'm going to do,
Wow.
I'm going to do a show on looking into that area, because I think if I do a bit of digging, there's probably a lot of, you know, witnesses and articles about that area. You know, if you move up here, when you move up here, can you imagine us doing a Halloween special there?
Oh, I'll be too
Because if you're living here, we don't have to plan it. We could go there at Halloween and go around those woods. What do you
Right.
reckon? Would you be up for that with me?
Do you know, it was bad enough in the daytime, especially
Yeah, but you
in
got
that
me
Danes Dyke.
there.
I've never been so scared. Never in my life.
Hi, Furry. I love being
Yeah.
scared, though. You know. Well,
Oh,
watch this space, guys. She
that
won't
was
move here
another
now.
level.
Watch.
But you know what? If I do come up, I'm going to see if we can get hold of Paul Sinclair and have a meet up.
That would be so good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, see if we can go out at night and see if we can capture anything, call anything in, or just see what happens.
I want to go to that big hole of I call it the hole of Calcutta, but it's not. It's the hole of Hoke something. You know, that big meteor hole. There's a lot of activity over there on the North York Moors. There's a massive the whole of Hokum.
Right.
There's a massive hole in the ground, and it literally there's a lot of UFOs there, and you can also see all the Milky Way and everything. And a lot of people say you need to go there. You can actually park up and set your telescope up and just look up. Yeah, not far from that
good as well.
Flying Dales place. You know that Flying Dales, the RAF base.
Yes.
That look out for spaceships and stuff. So yeah, this could be really good.
Great.
Now we need to. I do hope you move up here, because then we can just say one day we can right. Come on, then let's go. We don't have to worry about fitting it into a week.
I'll be out all the time.
I know,
paranormal
it'd be
stuff.
so good.
It'd be excellent.
This is so great. So, are you hoping to still visit next month, or are you still
next month? Yes, yeah. Yes. I've got it all planned, so I'll definitely be up.
Message me the details. I'll make sure I'm free.
Yeah, I will.
And are we going to get to meet the lovely Mr. Freezy?
Maybe, yes.
Maybe. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. Right. Okay, Julius, are you back from the shop? You've missed some spooky stories. Hello, Furry. How you doing, love? Furry Slippers is in the house.
Hello to everybody in chat. Sorry, I didn't even say hello when I came up. Hi to everyone.
So this is free speech.
I can't see the chat, so I don't know if anybody is saying hello. But if you have,
everyone's saying hello.
Oh, okay, lovely. Right, I will go and I will let somebody else come up. And thank you for your wonderful show, as always.
Thank you so much. And just before you go, have you got anything else you want to say? Any other stories quickly? I know you're tired and you want to go to bed.
I'll tell you a really, really, really quick one. And
That's interesting.
this
Sorry, I've
was
just read that. Sorry, free speech. Look, Dane's Dyke is in
it's
3
right.
sections. It's the south section where people go and park up. Okay. Do you know what that? Thank you. Tony lives in Bridlington. We should meet up with Tony.
Oh, yay! Bridlington's lovely.
Tony, yes.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Right. Sorry, carry on, my love. I'm sorry, carry on.
So this was one night I was upstairs in my bedroom, and something woke me up, and I see a figure, a black shadow, and it was somebody with a hat running from one side of my room to the other, like at lightning speed.
What?
Just ran from one side to the other, and it's only ever happened once because I was so angry that that entity had entered my space, so I cleansed my house. But yeah, so that was just a quick one. That wasn't nice either. I don't usually see anything like dark like that, but that was yeah, that was pretty horrible.
That
It
is
was
so
fast
scary.
as well. It was really scary, and
What was it? Like a man, you say?
It looked like a man, had a hat. It was just black. It was like an outline, and it was just lightning fast. Just ran from one side to the other and gone. Yeah.
Devil's Dyke. I've not heard of that. Lee says she's all right. Is Freezy. Lee used to come in years ago. I don't know if you remember
Right.
Lee, but I think you've got some new male admirers.
Oh gosh, right.
There you go.
Do you know?
So,
I'll take that as I'm an old lady. I'll take that.
you're not old. You're not old. You're reliving it, your youth now with me with our tattoos, the Hat Man. Did you find out who the Hat Man was? Did you ever look into who lived at your house before?
No. I've heard stories of the Hat Man, and I just don't want to think that I don't think it was that kind of Hat Man. I've heard of those stories where the Hat Man can kind of appear when people have that paralysis. Oh,
I've never heard of the Hat Man. Honestly, I've never heard of it.
Yeah, many people recount stories of the Hat Man. I don't think it was that though, because I didn't have any kind of paralysis or anything like that. It was just literally a figure with a type of hat on, just running from one side of my room to the other. Yeah. Oh, horrible.
Wow, that is really creepy. But thank you so much for coming up and telling us some stories. I really appreciate it. I'm glad that you've got to. So there you go. Everyone has now officially met Free Speech. She's a lovely lady.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see
Penny,
you.
You're adorable.
Oh,
People don't realise just how lovely you are. You're lovely.
I know. I said to her, I says, now you've met me, I am the same in real life, aren't I? And she went, no. I went, what do you mean, no? You better.
You're a sweetie. Yeah, you are.
Oh,
really.
Well,
I love coming up to you. I was so excited.
I've met a few people on here, but yeah, Free Speech and Ellen,
nice.
both wonderful. You what, darling?
Oh, I said it is nice to meet genuinely great people, and I feel blessed actually that I've got you as a friend. So,
yeah,
I'm really looking forward to seeing you.
And when you move up here, I can't wait because we can do some really cool outings. I know. We could go bird watching.
I love Yorkshire. I just love it. It's just the most beautiful part of the country.
Well, all summer I'm an RSPB member and I'm a Yorkshire Wildlife Trust member.
Oh, wow.
So you let me know whenever, because we're going to be going to lots of places.
Just before I go then, so if you go up to Benton, because also many paranormal things going on up there. Many. That is the place
of a night time, I'm guessing. Can you of a night time on the cliff? Yeah. I think I'd be scared on the cliff of a night time on my own.
Oh, you don't ever go up there on your own. No.
I'd have to wait for you. Because I can't really leave Al. I can't. Jack. If Al comes, who's got Jack? I have to bring Jack. Can't bring Jack, so I'll have to wait for you.
It's quite. It's quite dangerous, obviously, because the cliffs are.
Yeah, it's very dark.
Really high. Yeah.
But there's a car park.
We'll definitely go there.
Yeah, definitely. All right, then. Well,
we
thank
would
you
need
so
someone
much.
with us though for protection, because there's been a lot of kind of very unnerving things happen by that car park. So we definitely have to make sure we're safe.
You mean baddies? Human baddies, you mean?
Not humans, no.
No, I'm
Like
going to say there's
paranormal
not
stuff.
much gangsters around there. I'm not going to lie.
No, like paranormal stuff, like just
Oh, I'm
like,
not scared of that.
nice
Bring
experiences.
it on. I'm not scared. I love it. I'm like
You can
Yvette
protect me
Fielding.
then, Penny.
I'll protect you. Don't worry. I'm not scared of the spooky stuff.
Oh,
Right
okay,
then.
I'm
Thank you
definitely going
so
now, lovely.
much.
All right,
I really
much love,
appreciate
darling.
that. I
All
love you
right,
lots,
see you
darling.
later.
Bye. Bye.
Ciao, ciao, ciao.
Bye. She's lovely. I love her. Love her. She's my soul sister. Met Free Speech about 6 years on here, and I've met her a few times in real life. And Ellen 85, lovely lady. Free Speech is amazing, and I've got her into bird watching. Vicky will be happy. I showed her the Merlin app when she came up last September. I've got her into bird watching. So there you go. So Free Speech. Now, when she comes up, she usually stays just over to the coast from me. It's about 40 minutes drive or something like that. And she's got a friend that knows a lot of the area, and she can you hear George snoring? Tony, you'll know there are tunnels, right? Okay, this is really interesting, Tony. So Tony, I've been meaning to meet up with you for forever. That would be really good if we could meet up with Free Speech as well, because you know the area better than me, because I'm over the Wolds way. You know the tunnels below Bempton. You know when you go down to that beach, there's like caves, isn't there? Is that what you're talking about? The caves. He needs to join us. Free Speech. I agree. She is lovely. Thank you. If everyone could thank Free Speech for coming up. So we've had Free Speech, we've had Jan, and we've had Lucy. All those three people are brand new callers to the Curious Bunny calling show. So there you go. Oh my God, hi Furry, my love. How you doing, sweetheart? She's going to be back in a minute. I'm obsessed. I'm a bird watcher. You can blame Space Cat's friend Vicky. I'm addicted. Right then. So Julius is still at the shop. Where's this shop? On the moon. We're waiting for our next caller. How long we've been on? We're going to do another half an hour and then I'm going to end. So while we're waiting for Julius to come back, unless anybody else wants to come up, the link is pinned. Only spooky stories, though. I'm going to tell you some more spooky stories. Let me have a think. I remember my friend when the 90s. The 90s were a crazy time. It's true what they say about puberty. I know it sounds really like cliche, but I have never ever thought of it like this. But it all happened between 90 and 95, all these weird things. And my friend, she lived in this really old house back in Brum in Erdington. This house was about 150 years old. I think it was Georgian. It was really old. It was before Victoria. I can't remember when, but it was really, really old, this house. And it was that old that when you went up the stairs, there was like a little side door that took you up to the what's it called? Like the it wasn't even a loft in them days. And the old wooden door, her room was like at the top of the house. And it was all like wooden beams and really, really old, really, really creepy. I don't think I've ever told you this one before. And I would have been about 13-ish, about 93, 94. And Tone, do you want to come up and tell us about these tunnels? You're very welcome to, mate. And you've not been up before either, have you? But you're very welcome to, Tone, if you want to click the link. But yeah, I'd love to meet up with you and Free Speech, the Three Musketeers. Anyway, so my friend said to me, like, at the time, she said, "There's a ghost in my house," and I was like, "No, don't be silly." And then I stayed over. She says, "Do you want to do a sleepover?" And then I was like, "Right, okay, we'll do a sleepover." Well, it's about 13, 14. And I'll never forget, we were sat, there's two things happened in that night, and I never went back to that house, right? Two things happened. The first thing was we were sat in the bedroom looking out the window, and she lived on quite not a main road, but the main road into the town. And I could see something moving in the middle of the road, like a mist. And I said to her, "What the effing hell's that?" And she said, "I see it every night." She said a guy got run over there like a decade earlier, and people always see his I didn't look like a figure to me. It was like a mist in the middle of the road. And she says, I see it all the time. Now, I said to her, what's that, before I even knew that this had happened. That was the first weird thing. And then secondly, she told me that there was ghosts of children in her house. And I was like, don't be so stupid, you know. I didn't, even though I had weird paranormal things happen to myself, I was like young and I kept denying everything. You know, you're young, you don't really care, do you? And I was like, yeah, whatever. You know, she's just trying to scare me. And I'm not joking. This bedroom was so creepy. It was like separate from the house, and the door and everything. It was really old. And the beams were like coming at a slant. It was like a really creepy room, her bedroom. And I slept in her bed, and I think she slept on the floor. I can't remember, but I'll never forget. We were trying, she fell asleep and I was lying there, and all of a sudden I could hear this like a little giggly voice. And I was like, what the fucking hell was that? And I was like, I'm hearing things. Remember, these are the days before mobile phones, right? Before you could just put earphones in, because if you wanted to listen to music, you had to bring your Walkman, and I remembered to do that. So I didn't have anything to put in my head, so I couldn't listen to music. I could just hear this slight giggling, and I started to think it was in my head. Now the light was coming in through the window, so my eyes were starting to adjust to the light, because when you're in a dark room and you can't see nothing, can you? It's pitch black. But the street light was on, and I could just my eyes were starting to adjust to the room. And I remember I put my head under the cover, and then I remember lifting up the cover slightly, opened my eyes, and there was a little girl just stood there staring at me. I will never forget that. She had like a white bonnet on, a little white dress, like Victorian wear. Hi, Jan. How you doing, my love? You all right, sweetheart? You missed free speech on. And she was just staring at me. And people think that when you see a ghost that you scream. You don't. You just freeze. It was just horrific. And I never went back there. And we still hung out, but she came to mine. So that was I don't think I've ever told you that before. Right, what are people saying in chat? Let's have a quick look. Oh, does anyone know what happened to them horses today? Let me just have a quick look. Hang on. I was watching the Gold Cup. And I'm really, 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 really upset because I watched two horses go and they both didn't look very good. It's a bad. Hang on. Oh no. Oh God, yeah, they died. That was the second one. Sorry, I was watching the Cheltenham Cup today, and two horses fell, and the second one that went right at the end on the second from the last one, and it looked nasty. It looked nasty. They both did, but the second one looked really bad, and Corbett's Cross killed. I'm fuming. The death toll from Cheltenham Festival is now 78 horses from 2000. It's got to end. Fatal injury. I was sorry about that. I didn't mean to. I was in hysterics. I was watching the race. I was in hysterics when the first one went, and I was like, not good. The second one, has passed away. Yeah, it's got to stop, hasn't it? If you want to do horse racing, like I had a little bet today. I don't usually bet. I used to. If you want to do horse racing, they don't need to be jumping. First of all, those jumps are horrible. They need to ban those jumps. They want to do a bit of racing, just go in a line. It's just horrible. Anyway, sorry about that. I didn't mean to lower the tone. I've just seen something on the TV that reminded me to check if the horse was okay, and he's not. So RIP to that horse. There was 2 that fell. I can see the one. Right, Lucy's back. Let me just check it is Lucy and it's not someone pretending to be Lucy. There was 2 that fell. I can see the one. Right, Lucy's back. Just check echoing, love. Someone pretending to be Lucy. There was 2 that fell. I can see the one. Right, Lucy's back. Lucy, can you mute your echoing, love?
Sorry, I'll change it.
Lucy, can you mute your
Sorry, I'll change it.
Just muted you a sec. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to move on to spooky stuff because I don't want to be talking about this, even though it's horrible. It's my own fault for looking. I shouldn't have looked. I caught something on the news about the horses, and I was like, I need to check. Right. Yeah, it's horrible. I wish I wouldn't have even watched it now. Okay, moving on. So, Lucy, let me know when you're ready to talk. Have you got another spooky story? Because if not, while we're waiting for Julius, I have found a video. Hang on, let me just get this up. Now, oh, hang on, someone's just come up. Hold on. Right, there's 2 Lucys. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Ignore me talking about horses. I shouldn't have said that during a live show. Hello? Sorry about that, guys. Ignore me talking about horses. Right, we've still got an echo. What we're going to do, Luce, I'm going to remove you from the studio because it's not working right. Try again after. We're going to watch a bit of a video. So this is just while we're waiting for Julius, this Danes Dyke area that Free Speech was talking about. Now, oh God, not that. Hold on. Tony was talking about it in the chat as well. Let me just get this up. Share screen. Right. Danes. Right. So this guy here, this is the guy that that Free Speech knows. Now, this is this Danes Dyke where Free Speech went, and she said that she felt so scared, she was like terrified for her life. So this is this place, this guy went there. So we're going to have a little look. Fair use. And share his video.
I'm just going to tell you another story from an account that's covered in Truth Proof. It's 5 a.m. and I'm at Danes Dyke, or at the entrance to Danes Dyke. Now, at the brow of this hill where the van's just going, we'll go back down. A man coming home on night shift at the industrial estate in Bessingby says at 3:30 in the morning he was at the brow of the hill just coming down, and his headlights caught a glimpse of eyes roughly where that car's parked. And as he approaches where the car is now, he says there was something on all fours that he could only describe as looking like the creature from The Werewolf in the film The American Werewolf in London. Now, I'm not about to subscribe to the idea that werewolves exist. I'm only relating a story, and definitely not existing in the way that people want to imagine them.
Right, just quickly, I'm only showing you this now because it gives you an idea. This video is from 2016, so it's 9 years ago. And it just gives us an idea of when Free Speech was telling us that she went there, what this place looks like. I've never been, even though I've probably been past it a million times. AI, excuse me, AI, can we go here? As soon as the weather warms up, we're off. We're off all these places. It's just been too cold the last few days. So I will be going here and doing some videoing, possible live stream. If I can get a signal, I'll do a members only live stream. All the link will be going out to the members on every place possible. You can all join me. So this guy is just telling us a story about this Danes Dyke. Do you remember, AI, when we met with Free Speech at the that Buddhist place after the next day? Do you remember her telling us that she went to a place called Danes Dyke and she felt physically sick? I don't know if you remember. Oh, okay, fairy love.
In films and the full moon.
This guy is just telling us a little bit about it here.
Silver bullets. But no doubt this area is producing stories like this. That is the entrance.
Ooh.
We'll just cross the road.
This looks really creepy, guys.
It's 5 a.m. 2016 now. Now you imagine coming across something like that at that time in the morning. It'd be pretty scary.
2016. It feels like forever ago. My baby was 2.
Now it runs for a considerable distance to the right and the left of the road. It's deep, it's heavily wooded. What is it that people keep reporting at this location and at Flixton, which we'll cover shortly? I've just got into a small part of...
Right, so who wants, like, me and Free Speech are definitely going to go, right? Now, the thing is, I can't, getting her up at a certain time for, like, Halloween, for example, it's difficult because she has to work around her work and everything else, and she lives at the other end of the country. But when she moves here, it'll be different because she's up here anyway. So I can just say to her, right, okay, let's do this, and hopefully she'll want to do it. But she is going to be up soon, so we will go over. But who wants me to go here and do some filming? Because what I can do, I can make all for this channel. I'm going to do some videoing, do some filming. I won't be able to go overnight time because obviously I've got Jack, unless Free Speech can somehow get me and we can go on our own. But yeah, who wants me to go here? I've got to go. And anyone got a bit of land? I know it's frustrating, isn't it? You do need to get up here. So I'm just going to keep watching because this place looks so creepy.
At a Danes Dyke, an area we call Darkwood. We have heard strange sounds in here, and that's with more than one person. And I've brought people in here.
What was that then down here? Was that a dog or something? There. Anyone else? Is it his dog? Just keep an eye on this area here. Just waiting for Julius, and I'm going to get off. We can do another one next week. People love the Penny and the Peach show. I love it. Penny and the Peach show, or Peach and Penny. Guys, yeah, if you want me to do this sort of stuff, yeah, let me know. Join the membership, guys. If you want to join the membership, you can either join this one or you can join the Ko-fi one, which is all for the animals. Or some people have joined both, which is why I've done it so cheap. But some people do want to join both. It's totally up to you. And this you'll be able to direct me where I'm going on these places. We'll only have members in the live streams. I'll be recording for everybody, but the live streams will only be members only.
We have heard strange sounds in here, and that's with more than one person. And I've brought people in here who all sort of tell me that they feel uneasy in this part of the wood. Come on.
Someone just been gifted. Sorry, I'm just looking at the chat. I've missed everything. If anyone's, have you gifted? Oh, Jan! I didn't, Jan. I've just gone through to get my membership link and it said that I had members. I'm like, they're not members. Oh, Jan, how kind is that? Jan has just gifted 10 memberships. How bloody kind is that? Thank you so much. Let's see who gets one. We've got Becky. Becky's farts stink. Lovely girl. Tramadol's got one. How exciting. One Big Pond. Great channel. Greg's has got one. Greg's UK. Batman. Where's Batman gone? I haven't seen Batman for ages. I interviewed him once. Oh, Jan. Karen Ricks. I don't know who you are, but congratulations. Dave White was gifted one. And a channel called Ibiza got one. How amazing is that? Let me just let Greg's know. Right, hang on. Let me just tell Greg's. How amazing is that, though? Oh, that's twice today. One somewhere. Thanks, Jan. That's so kind. Oh, darling. Yeah, I went to get the link. I thought I'll go and get the link for the membership. And then when I was there, I was like, who are all these people? Right, let me just put this in now. So this is the membership. Thank you so much. For those of you that have won a month's membership for free, okay, the way it works is you get all the access to all the memberships for a month. You don't, there's no auto renewal or anything like that. It just ends. If you enjoy, oh, really, Jan? How lovely. Oh, Jan was gifted a membership from 2 channels last night. See, good comes back. So it just ends. But if you want to come, if you want to renew it, you can. It's up to you. Oh, well, thank you. Some people have got one that never come in the chat. I thought it would be people that were at Texas got one as well. Caroline. Oh, so congratulations to all of the new members. I'm sure Tramadol would be happy with that. Right. Okay. So yeah. So let me know if you want me to do these things, and then thanks, Brian got for my Jersey birthday. Ah, Brian. Ah. Right. Let's just watch the rest of this video. So yeah, if you want to watch me go here live, either this one or the Ko-fi one, the link will be going out to both places, and you can join me. No, Penny, it can be people who just watch. Yeah, I didn't realise, Jan. I didn't. You're right. Yeah, it's nice when it's people watching, though, isn't it? At the same time, but thank you. How kind.
The stories of this strange creature.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go in a minute. Jack's awake. He's coughing. He's woke up, so I'm gonna have to go to him in a minute. So, I just want to quickly ask free speech. Is this the part that you went to? Yeah, he's woke up coughing.
Once again.
He's poorly. Free speech, Jack's poorly.
That I've been coming out of this section of wood. Now,
what's that? Sorry,
I'm not
George.
entirely sure.
Did we see that weird dog thing that I was looking at before? Did anybody notice it? We've gone past it now. Oh, I don't know where it was. It's all right, George. Got a bit excited then. He's like, huh? Yeah, free speech. Was this the bit that you were in? Oh, thank you. Greg, in there. I just messaged you. I'm guessing you've just seen it. Greg's, you got a membership from Jan. That's 2 today, isn't it? Free speech. Just quickly, how you go a long way in to get to the woods. That's just a long entrance path. Oh, really? Free speech. How cute is Jack? Isn't he lovely, though? People don't realise how adorable he is until they meet him. He's got such a kind heart, hasn't he? And animals just love him. Remember the horse? Horses. Hi,
Tell me
Rick.
that they feel uneasy in this part of the wood.
Oh, thanks, Nikki, darling. Oh, yeah, Bigfoot says, is that what it was? He is cute. Thank you, free speech. He is cute.
Come on.
It is a dog. I thought it
The
was.
stories of this strange creature.
This is
Once again,
9 years old, guys, so the video's not great.
that have been coming out of this section of wood.
There's loads of them by me. There's loads. Do you remember we went to that woods last year? Did a quick live stream, but it was all choppy. I didn't know what these were. Does anyone know what they? What did you say? Who said that they were looked like Bigfootsy structures? Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Now,
Oh, yeah, Jack's Paul.
I'm not entirely sure
Oh, thank you, darling.
what to make of them. Lots of people are telling me this.
You're right,
And
George.
they're all describing a very similar thing. However,
Oh, is he still alive, Bob? Because this
You
is like
know and
9
I
years
know.
old. This.
things like werewolves in movies.
No, it's not a shelter, Greg, unless it's kids have built it. It's like a stick hut thing. Someone's built like a den or something. Is that the one in America? Yeah, I think either kids have done it or so. But basically, the reason why we're looking at this is because free speech came up, local scouts possibly, and she was just telling us about when she came up last year and we spent some time together. But before she came to see me, she went to this place on her own, Danes Dyke, and apparently it's full of paranormal activity, from UFOs to spooks, and to a green-eyed werewolf. So, oh, I know, this is 2016, this one. I know someone's seen something similar, and it was like that after seeing the Bigfootsies. Oh, really? Right, so just going to watch the rest of this with this guy.
Don't exist.
But yeah,
But
so
that
just
does
quick,
not
guys,
stop.
as well, for those of you that missed the little stream that I did yesterday, big up to AI, because he bought me some really nice equipment for outdoor filming, so that it won't be shaky anymore, so I could put it to my phone. I need to work out how to use it. So all my outdoor content now, unless it's like an unplanned thing where I just grab my phone, but if it's planned, I will have this special thing, so be able to be like do some nice filming, and it'll be quality. Let me just check this is really Lucy. Hang on. Yeah, it is. Right, you're echoing, darling, so I've had to mute you a sec. Right, I'll just leave you there, but you're on mute. Just watch the end of this video. That's why I'm skinned.
These stories from coming out. I don't think the UK has got enough land and secluded areas to support what would be an apex predator. However, I think we should be looking for the more paranormal aspect. Regardless of what anybody wants to think, if these things are being reported independently by witnesses year in, year out, then there has to be some truth to it. These stories that I've been collecting are not easy to get. People aren't just coming forward and telling me things on an everyday basis. Look at that branch up there. How did that happen? So as we head through this little bit of wood, we've only covered a small section of it. It just gives you a feel of the place. I think I could probably come here for 10 years and never see anything, because although I've got the stories, they're that infrequent and random. It leaves me wondering if there's a pattern with weather, seasons, even magnetism at Earth. I don't know, because we've got Bempton. Come on, dog. We've got Bempton just a mile away, and there's lots of strange happenings there. But for now, you've had a short tour of a small section of Darkwood.
So that was just a little small section. Tone, you'd probably be best to show us around if that's possible, because obviously you know it better than me. Right, Lucy's here. Right, Let me just add her again.
Best to show us around if that's possible.
Right, I've had to mute you again, Luce. Luce, you need to close your other tab, and then I will unmute you. Julius, I'm going to end this now. I've been on for 2 hours. Unfortunately, Julius hasn't got back from the shop in time. I've not even eaten today, and I need to go and sort little one out because he's coughing. So I need to go and sort my little baby out. So my little baby is 10, but you know, it's my baby. I think all boys will always be their mummy's babies. If you enjoyed this, would you like me to do this again next week? We could do a regular thing, but it's if people are going to call in. I'm going to unmute you again, Luce. Hopefully you've sorted out the echo. You ready? We could do a regular thing, but it's if people are going to call in. I'm going to unmute you again, Luce. Hopefully you've sorted out. Right, I've had to remove her. I don't know whether she knows what she's doing. If she knows she's echoing. Right, I've had to remove you, darling. I'm ending it now anyway, unless Julius comes back in the next like 2 minutes. Sorry about that, Loose Love. It's just completely echoing. Right, I've been thinking just quickly. Furry Slippers is here. We're going to do an autism stream. I was toying with where do we do it, because Penny Bunny is just going to be animals and outdoors. When I say outdoors, I mean the sort of outdoors that isn't spooky do. So if I'm going on a nature reserve and I'm looking for birds and I'm looking for animals and just nature, Penny Bunny. If I'm looking at spooky stuff like that and I'm going to go into a spooky woods and give you an update on what's going on, then it'll be on here. So I thought, right, well, where would I put this autism stream? But I think we're going to put it on Penny Bunny. I've done one before on there and I'll do it again. So it'll be a one-off from the usual animal content. And I think autistic children especially can really relate to animals as well. So I do think it would link in to the animal theme over on that channel. So Furry will do it over there. I don't know when. We need to try and pin down a day and a date. Might not be yet, but we will do it. Okay, now we've got Jan is here. Hello, my love, and Lucy. We will do it.
Can you hear me now?
Hang on. We've got Jan is here. Hello,
right.
You're echoing, Loose Love. I need to just pop to the loo for a quick wee. I'll leave you with Jan. Let's try you again, Loose. You're echoing, Loose Love.
Still echoing.
To the loo for a quick wee. I'll leave you.
She's still echoing.
Yeah, she's echoing. He's been up before, Candice, to be fair. I don't think he is shy. I feel so bad. I didn't realise he was on a time limit. You see, he came up and then he went, and then Lucy came up and then he'd gone. So I put Lucy up and then he came back. It was like, right.
Well, if you nip to the loo, Penny, I can tell Lucy what to do, and then we'll be right by the time you get back.
I think she's sorted out. Luce, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yay!
Hi,
right, I'm just going to pop to the loo. I'll be back in a sec.
Hi, Jan.
Hi.
Have you got any questions for our lovely ladies who are now co-hosting?
I love your dogs, Jan.
Well, you know when you're coming on to StreamYard and you've pressed the link and then you've got your YouTube in your phone.
Yeah.
So if you've got your phone and you've got your YouTube in your phone, that link, you must mute that link first before you enter the studio. And then you won't get the echo. The chat box, because I'm on a Samsung, I'm on a flip phone. So here's my flip phone. So I'm on a Samsung.
Yeah.
So if I go into my Samsung, I still have to mute the StreamYard, the YouTube, before I go into the studio on the StreamYard. And the chat, I'll have to work out on my Samsung how you do it on the chat on the phone, because I don't do it on the phone. I'm on a computer or a laptop normally. I don't know how to do it on the phone. So if there's anyone that can tell us how to do it on the phone, we'd very much appreciate it. Over to you, Lucy.
Oh, thanks, Jan.
It's been a great night, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely. Yeah, we all love animals here. I think that's what comes out.
Definitely. Do you know, when you were talking about your baby earlier, and I did snip it for you, so I hope Penny sends it to you, because I sent a snippet of the side by side. So I sent Penny the image, and you can really see her in that picture. It is absolutely lovely.
Oh,
But Brandy, my first baby, my first dog, she was a Jack Russell. We've always had Jack Russells till the German Shepherd. And Brandy was my first baby, and she died 4 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And it was so sad because, you know, we'd had her since she was 14.
Yeah.
And she lived 3 days past her 14th birthday. And it left Sandy, our little boy, which was Brian's dog. It was his little walking buddy.
Yeah.
And he died a year after Brandy. So that's why we got Bella. And they're never to replace them. They don't ever replace them.
No, they don't.
But Bella will always tell me when Brandy's visiting, because Brandy used to sleep at the back of my head, on the pillow at the back of my head.
Yes.
And I always know when Brandy's here because Bella is looking past me, straight at Brandy laying on the back of the pillow.
Yeah.
And I know Brandy's there by her scent. And I'll say to Brian, I say, Brandy's here.
Yeah.
And he'll say, why? And I say, because Bella's looking at her. Now, Sandy, I don't think's come. Sandy's only come back twice, I think. But he hasn't come back since we got the German Shepherd. So I think he come back to give us our blessing for the German Shepherd, but he hasn't been back. But Brandy, she comes back frequently.
Oh.
And she will lay at the back of my head. And it's like she goes up by the back of my head. And Bella will be looking straight past me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Brandy, don't you dare tell her how to be naughty.
Yeah.
Don't you dare. Because Bella has started doing the same traits that Brandy used to do. And it is so funny. It's like, your sister's been telling you what to do. Don't you do that.
So
It's weird, isn't it?
You believe in Rainbow Bridge and they're actually coming back?
Oh, of
to help
course.
us? Yeah.
I know they're there. I know they're all out there. The mediums have told me. I've had 3 mediums tell me 5 things that have all connected.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Yeah.
That they're,
If you believe,
my sister, she talked like a child. When she was down here on Earth, she talked like a child and she kept repeating herself. She would always ask you the time. It wouldn't be once or twice. It would be like 5 or 6 times. But up there, she's talking normal and she's actually been back and sat on the end of my bed and we've had conversations and she's talking normally.
Is this your sister that died through disability?
Yeah, 2 years ago. She had sepsis and stage 4 kidney disease.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And she kept getting infections. So every infection made the kidney disease worse.
She's with you?
She's with me, Mum and Dad. They're all up there. And the dogs, because they've even described the dogs.
Isn't that a lovely feeling, though, to know?
And they've even got the white dog, Jack Russell, that my dad had when he was a kid, because we didn't have white Jack Russells. Not pure white, but my dad did when he was a kid.
What,
and the mediums actually told me. The mediums actually told me that they've got that. Yeah. And she's got my 2 twins. So she was very happy at being an auntie. When she got up there, she was very happy at becoming an auntie. Because the medium said she had her arms around my twins, which was a boy and a girl.
What's your twins?
I lost them at 16 weeks gone because an ex threw me down the stairs.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Married at 16 weeks and it was a boy and a girl.
I'm so sorry.
So
Did you name them?
3 times. Yeah, I got him back. Yeah, I put him in jail 3 times because he kept breaking the restraining order.
Did you name
So-
your babies?
I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, the boy was going to be Tim,
Yeah.
and the girl was going to be Katie, but her real name was going to be Katrina.
Oh.
Because I went to school with a Katrina, and I actually loved the name Katie for short. And when my cousin had her baby girl, they're in Australia. They moved to Australia in 1975. And she had her girl. She named her Katie after me, saying that I like Katie as a name. So she named her Katie.
Oh.
And Tim was a little boy. And we had a friend who was from Liverpool. They're Liverpoolians. They live on the Wirral.
My mum's Liverpudlian.
Yeah, well, my friends live on the Wirral.
My family's Liverpudlian.
Yeah, well, they live on the Wirral, and she had a little boy, and she named him Timothy.
Okay.
And then when she had her little girl, she named her Beth after my middle name because I'm Elizabeth.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, so I've got a few nieces and nephews and great nieces and nephews.
Lovely.
How's everyone doing? Hi.
Hi.
Yeah,
Peggy.
we're doing fine.
Hiya. Thank you for
We
keeping
shouldn't
the
really
show
be
going,
saying that,
ladies.
should we?
Ah,
We're not
You're
doing fine at all. We need you back, Penny. We need you back.
oh, you're all right. I was just with Jack, so I'm gonna have to go in a sec because he's got a really bad cough. I'm hoping, touch wood, it's coming to the end of it because you know when you've got a bad cold and then you get the cough. He's got the
That
bad
was
cough.
us over Christmas.
Look at my YouTube husband's here. Hello, hello, hello. You missed free speech up. Free speech came up.
We've just been talking nonsense, really, but it all flowed. Don't worry.
Well, thank
And
you.
don't ever apologise for looking after your family. Stop it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, guys. Appreciate that. There's always weirdos, though, isn't there? That everything you do is some sort of, you can't win, can you? There's always trolls, but I just ignore them.
Well, I've actually come from the Karma community.
You do, yeah.
And I've been trying to stay away from the Karma community a lot.
Yeah.
And I want my channel
nice,
to be like your channel, just decent and nice.
Yeah, Robbie's is nice and friendly and stuff. There
Robbie is so funny. He
we don't name trolls, Julius. We do have. I've had the same troll for 7 bloody years, obsessed with me. I just ignore her. She's just totally and utterly deranged. She thinks that everybody who doesn't like her is me or paid by me. It's like I'm not everybody.
To say, Penny, if you could let Jan know my details, because obviously I can't put them on my.
Yeah, you're both on my Facebook, so I'll just pass one. I'll pass.
We've
yours
just
to
had
Jan.
such amazing conversation. Like I love her.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, don't mention any names, Julius. We don't mention names. There's a couple of them. They're just nuts. And the thing is, I found that
most people are lovely here, though.
They are. No, here they're fine. But you always get weirdos that are jealous and they want what we have. Their channels are full of hate and seriousness. Like, I love the banter, I love having a laugh, but I never want to get serious. People just go real life, and it's so messed up. And some people have got this obsession with YouTube. They take it as real life. It's not real life. We can have banter and then we can talk privately about real life, but you don't need to involve people's families, which is why I don't really Jack used to have his own channel, you can't do that anymore because all the weirdos were screenshotting his photos and stuff.
No, don't let a child have a.
Well, do you remember that channel called Ryan's World?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, he wanted one like that, so but it didn't work out because there's too many weirdos.
No, stop it.
I stopped it over a year ago. Yeah.
PDF file.
Yes, yes. But it was innocent, you know. Right, I'm going to end this unless Julius is coming up right now. With
Julius, are you coming up?
Julius,
then
I'm
we'll
literally ending the stream because I need to go and sort the little one out. We've stayed on for you, Julius, because I felt so bad.
Jan?
Yeah, I'll drop down. Yeah.
Jan,
What?
she's going to let you know my details. Can we
I'll
keep
do
in
it
Yeah,
right now.
vice versa. Yeah, send her my details now, and we do it vice versa. I'm on Messenger with Penny, but I'm going to drop down so Julius can come up.
Yeah, me too.
All right, bye everyone.
Thank you so much,
See you
ladies.
downstairs.
Bye, love you, Jan.
Downstairs, I love it. Thank you. I love that. I will see you downstairs. Never ever heard of that term before. Let me just make sure I'm friends with you both. Yes, I am. I know I talked to you on Messenger. Right. Okay. Anyway, we don't give trolls any attention. But yeah, there's some awesome people in this community. Just normal, down to earth. Right. I have sent Jan Lucy's, I think, or have I sent Jan her own? Yeah. Jan, I have sent you Lucy's Facebook. So you add her and then, yeah. Okay. Right then. I've probably got about 10 minutes most because I need to go and sort my little one out. So he's just, he's settled at the moment, but he needs mummy. Sorry, he was asleep. He's woken up. I love this back downstairs. Upstairs and downstairs. Yeah, so you add, Jan, add Lucy and everyone's friends. Right, so if anybody else wants to come up, it's going to have to be next time. Hi, Danny. Well, see, I'm picking on one person. Yeah, exactly, Saskia. You know, I love a bit of banter. The problem is that people can't take it. They take everything too seriously. The worst thing you can do is take me literally. Unfortunately, that's what people do. But you know, what can you do? Anyway, we do our own thing over here. And I think we've got a great community on both channels. And most of you come on both. I say all of you do both. Right. If you've enjoyed this tonight and you haven't rang up, right, Julia's with the pub, and you haven't rang up because you're too shy or you didn't know if your story would be good enough or anything like that happens, yeah? And you're thinking, I reckon I could do this. Come up next time. But I do need people to come up. If you want me to do this every week, I will. Yeah. What we could do is dip chip. Hello. What we could do is, if there's not enough stories for a weekly call-in show, we could do something like I'll bring a topic up and we can discuss the topic maybe. So I've been doing quite a lot of research into big cats. I'm just waiting for Julius now, guys. Now, they found DNA. And do I know you, Dip Chip? I don't know if you got a different name. Is Saskia off? Good night, my love. God bless. Good night, darling. I hope you're all right. I know you've been going through it as well, sweetheart. Right. What we could do is like pick a topic and then we could discuss. So yeah, once a month, but we could do a call in once a week about other things. So they found evidence of big cats in the UK, British countryside. They have found hairs and DNA on sheep carcasses, and they said it's very strange for them to go for livestock. It's usually deer and wild animals. There's been multiple sightings, and they've got the DNA, and it belongs to one of five: lions, tiger, leopard, panther, and I think one was a snow leopard. And the eyewitness said it was black. So that puts it down to a panther and something else that can turn. I think it was a leopard can be black or something, it said. So I think that would be a good one. So if I get some, evidence for and against, you guys could come up and discuss. I also want to do a crop circles for Alan Edge bears. Right, okay. Julia C still couldn't. Right, hit the like, guys. If you enjoy the content and you like this sort of stuff, where we do live shows. Oh, okay. Tony, is there any right? I live just too much. I will have to be more aware when I am there. Tony, is there any way that you could? Oh, thank you, Space Cat. I'm glad you enjoyed the night again. Night Saskia, God bless. I'd be interested in both. Now, I've been promised Snell and Edge this for a long time. I have started researching it. George, hello, my George. George is up good. Tony, is there any way you could do some? Could you live stream from there and tap in? Could you call in? That would be amazing if you could, or do some filming. Can you imagine if we had our roving reporter Tony Dixon on location at Danes Dyke? I'll be going anyway, but I don't know if it'll be in the next 2 weeks. Brilliant. Jan and Lucy are now Facebook friends. This is amazing. George. Okay, we're waiting for Julia now. Julia Stephen. Only 2 years born. It's not that long, is it? It's a year. It's a year. Yeah, but I know, but things kept on happening, didn't they? And you was always next on my list. I haven't done any more deep dives live apart from the Gene Hackman case. I like that reporter, Tony. Oh my God, he's going to give it a go. Right, okay. How do I contact you off here? Are you on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram? What are all the other things? What else? How do I contact you? Drop me an email. It would be amazing, Tone, if you could dial into a show. How far away is the shop? Well, he was back. He was back. If you could dial in live from Danes Dyke, that would be amazing. Oh, my little baby's. I'm going to have to go, Julius. I can't wait. My little boy needs me. I hate this when I'm torn. Like tonight, I didn't cancel it because I knew I'd cancelled some before and I did not want to let people down. But obviously... Oh, are you not home yet, Julius? I'll probably do one for the Grand National. We'll do a horse race. I have to rest now. Oh, okay. Okay. George, what can you see, mate? What is it? What is it? Oh, George. Well, yeah, I'm going to have to go and look after Jack, guys. And it has been almost 2.5 hours. Time flies when you're having fun. I hope you've enjoyed the show. Thank you to our callers. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you to Jan for gifting 10 memberships. That was just amazing. Thank you so much. Oh, well, I'm so glad. And where are we now? Friday. I'll probably go live on Sunday with a Curious News show. There will also be a brief update, or it might be a video on the latest on the Gene Hackman case. Oh, sorry, I was going to join from. Oh God, no, you don't want to do that. I'm really sorry, Julius. I feel if you just said, "Listen, Pen, I've got to go out," and I would have gone, "Yeah, that's fine." Lucy and Jan would have been fine with that. I know they would have. Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so we'll do that. Now, when I come on Sunday, we're going to do some Curious News. But the first thing I am going to do, I'm either going to do it then or in a video, is debunk the lies. The conspiracy theorists on YouTube are making things up about the Gene Hackman case. And I'm all for exploring different scenarios. And yeah, the random mail story. I'm all for... looking down rabbit holes, but people are now making stuff up without any evidence. Sorry, I'm really tired. They're making stuff up without a scrap of evidence for clicks, and that I do not agree with. So I think I'll probably do it in a video actually on this channel and put everyone straight. Right, I've got to go and sort Little out now. Well, he has been asleep, but he's woke up. If anyone could tell us how to do stream on the phone, Oh, I hate doing it on the phone. I hate it. Yes, Tongue Out Tuesday. We've had yeah, that was ridiculous, Nicola, honestly. We've had loads and loads of people who have been in contact for Tongue Out Tuesday. So I'm either going to put it into a community tab, which means I can have 5, or I might put it into a short. I think I'll put it into a short. So give me a name, the picture of your pet with a tongue out. If it's a fish, then it could be blowing a bubble or something. Anything you can think of, tongue out or silly mouth, if it hasn't got a tongue like a fish or whatever. Lizard, if you've got a pet lizard, or Tongue Out Tuesday. I'm going to be, the first lot that came in are going to be going into a little short. Your pets are going to be named. If you want to be named, you can be. Let me know on the email. Tongue Out Tuesday. Then we've got Bunny Butt Friday, which I did not invent. It's been going on for over 20 years. It was from Best for Bunny. And then we have the Bunny Buddhism Sunday quote. This is all on Penny Bunny. If you're not subbed to Penny Bunny, get over there. But for now, from the Curious Bunny, thank you and good night. And hit the like, guys. It costs absolutely nothing. It's free. And we like free, don't we? We like free. Right, night, guys. Lots of love. God bless. I'll see you soon. Free speech. Love that lady. Why isn't it letting me go into my own stream? Oh, there you go. Good night, guys. God bless. Tits in the garden. We have some great tits in our garden. Really, we do. Night, guys. God bless.